So episode 16, we talked about, we started talking about the 6 things that any human does: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. So those are the things that anyone would do. So this is when the raga, dvesha, moha comes in. So this is what you need to be watching, be mindful about, right? So this is day-to-day life. When you're doing things, these are the things that you would be doing from morning till night, right? So then we try to understand whether these 6 senses, right, the eye, we call it the eye or chakku, sota, gahana, jivha, kaya. So those things, whether they are sanidassana or anidassana, because normal people would take it as sanidassana. When we say the chakku, they think about the eye, the physical eye. So we wanted to understand whether they are talking about this physical eye or something else. So we looked into that and tried to understand whether it's sanidassana or anidassana. So sanidassana is visible and anidassana is invisible. In the eye, there is a sanidassana part, which is the flesh or the part which is which you can see physically, and there is also anidassana part. We are not talking about the sanidassana part because that comes under rupa. So that is not the chakku, that comes under rupa, right? So the process of seeing is what chakku is in terms of Buddhism. When we talk about the chakku, you have to get the feel of the process of seeing, right? Then we looked at an example, taking a flower, a glass and a person into the example. So we looked at a flower, leaving a flower in front of the glass, and a man standing behind the glass looking at the flower. You can see the glass through, you can see the flower through the glass, right? And then we talked about bringing the flower behind. Now you can't see the flower because it's a glass, right? But then we took mercury and then we put the mercury onto the glass and we made it a mirror. Now we can see the flower behind the person through the mirror. So that's what the eye does, the mirroring process, or the process of seeing, right? That is what we call as chakku. So what we learned from there is the physical eye is the rupa, and the process of seeing is chakku or chakku vijnana. And then the next thing we looked at was salayatana and panchaskandhya. Many people, they take them as 2 different things, but panchaskandhya and salayatana are the same. So that's what we understood, we looked at, right? Then we looked at the bahijjakaya and the ajjattakaya. Ajjattakaya is the inner world, and bahijjakaya is the outer world, right? So in there we looked at chakku, and then bahijjakaya we looked at the rupa. So the rupa is the rupa, vedana and sanya, and then the chakku is the sankhara and vijnana. So that brings up the rupa, vedana, sanya, sankhara, vijnana. It's the same way with chakku, sota, ghana, jivha, kaya. So that's what we looked at. And even that, if you look at the loka or the world has been described in various ways. The skandha is one way, which is rupa, vedana, sanya, sankhara, vijnana, panchaskandha, or the 5 aggregates. And then ayatana is another way they have looked at the world, which is chakkayatana, rupayatana, then sotayatana, saddayatana, gandhayatana, ghanayatana, jivayatana, rasayatana, kayatana, pottabbayatana, manayatana, dhammayatana, that way. So that's the ayatana, how they have looked at the world in ayatana point of view, perspective. Oh, and another way is through bhuta, satarama bhuta or bhuta, patavi, apo, tejo, vayo, akasa, vijnana. Right? So that's another way. Then we also understood there is a vipaka world and a abhisankara world. The abhisankara world is created by attaching with raga, dvesha, moha, or the hetu. Lobha, dvesha, moha, alobha, adesha, amoha. Right?